know, guys, I've accomplished a lot in this life, and you only have one lifetime. You know, I've graduated school, I've got a good job, built relationships, friendships. But I gotta say, dude, this island is the thing I'm most proud of. Look at this thing, dude, in all its glory. We got Ben at the top right here. This thing is beautiful, man. As you can see here, the lighthouse is glowstone and frog lights right now, but actually my goal today, check out the sunset, or the sunrise, the sunrise, I should say. My goal today is to turn this into a redstone contraption so that it's actually going around in a circle and lighting up, you know, making it a little bit more function. But before we get into the redstone and the lighthouse, there is a few days that I've been working on the island. There's a lot more buildings since you guys last saw it. I think last episode I showed 3 buildings or so. Maybe the lighthouse was installed as well. But let's backtrack a few days and show some of the stuff that I've been working on.
Fuck, I'm doing it too early. Fuck!
Oh my goodness, look at this path, dude. This thing is legit. I kind of like how it goes, you know, little windy, wavy instead of just a straight path. I have leaves on the top of this roof and I had an idea. I'm gonna put logs going sideways and I'm gonna make it look like a fallen tree on the top of my roof.
Oh, that's sick.
I'm gonna see if it looks cool. How does it look from over there? Like a fallen tree? Looks a bit funny.
And then behind the building, you have to put the trunk in the ground from where it fell over. From the ground, do the other half of the tree, like, still in the ground.
Oh, shit.
It snapped and the top half fell on the roof and the bottom half is still standing.
Oh my gosh.
It has to be huge though. This thing has to be massive. Yeah, making the wood white but also make it look a little dirty was the challenge. There, Luca.
Actually adds a lot.
Doesn't it? Oh, it's over.
Aesthetic seagull sound 10 hours.
I'm gonna do a garden with like every flower in the game.
Yo, you know what that's called? A seed bank. You know where that is? It's a real thing. I forget where it is, but there's somewhere in the world where they have like a entire garden of every seed. Svalbard Global Seed Vault in Norway. It's a backup facility for the world's crop diversity.
We'll do like hedge builds, like statues made out of plants. Yeah, this is gonna be big. Because it's like, what do you think the island's at? 90% completion.
I want to do like backyard areas here. I want to trick this
Right here
place
needs a
out,
spot,
bro.
and right here.
I want like every spot to have something. Like I'm fucking with this area right here because you really can walk through and there's buildings on both sides. This area right here is my favorite.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, right where you're standing here, we need a building.
Yeah. You could do
Right
it too,
here.
even. I gotta change the blocks here. This building isn't done, by the way.
I really was lit like in the front though.
It shoots out a little bit too much. If I had to redid it, I'd probably push this back one.
You should put something blocked here.
Does that look better?
Yeah, that's what I meant. I like that, yeah.
Yo, did you see that one guy on Instagram I sent you who's building the foundations with the walls?
Now let's apply stairs and slabs together. So when we apply those together, we get this. The roof eventually curves at the top, like a nice circular curve at the top.
I know, I was gonna comment something on that. The first roof he was showing too, I wish I did that for the witch hut. I might still do that with the half slab and stair. So it's not pointy, it's rounded.
That's getting to the fundamentals. That's another parallel with skateboarding and shit. People try and go all flashy, do all this flashy shit, but they don't know the fundamentals. It's the same with building.
It's how your brain approaches it.
You can get flashy once you understand how to build. Oh, my tummy's grumbling. You can get flashy once you figure out how to build a base. Been doing this a little bit too. I did this in 2 different spots. Like in the corner in different spaces. I'll do like walls going all the way up. Kind of like a pipe or something. And I'll change up the walls. My little pipage.
I did look at it like as if it was a pipe, like before you explained it. It's simple, it's clean.
Yeah, this is clean. I'm liking that polished diorite. This is my go-to windows right now. I was talking to Ben about this. Fireplace, campfires above, spruce trapdoors below, and some panes. Simple, but it adds depth. Of course, I got that brick wall technique still going on. The reason why I'm fucking with this most is because I broke a barrier with this build, though. I'm glad I copied it because with a lot of the builds, what I do... I need a log. Hold on. Cut. Yo, with all these builds... Okay, not this one. I didn't do it with this one. But I've kind of like fell into this thing where there needed to be like corners. With every build, there needed to be a block that's like a support beam in the corner. and then I put stuff in between. But with this build here, there's no like corner block. Like this build here, I use support beams on all the sides. But you don't need to do that with every build. Man, fuck that guy who commented. I got a hater who's hating on this build right here, yo. This is the first thing I did on this island.
That guy on Blast, yo.
What's his
Fuck that
username?
guy.
What's his username? I'm calling his ass out. Bro, that is horrendous. Ryan WH2XF. Ryan? I challenge you to a build competition. That's the point, yo. Each of these buildings, I tried something new. This one was focusing on the roof here, and also with this one, I did the windows in the roof, like you did. So that was the new thing for me with this one.
Yes, those add a lot, dude.
I did the time lapse with perspective Lou facing this way, so this is side's completely done. But if you fly over here, it's a bare wall, because I never had to do this side.
You know, I saw someone saying, imagine how the LAs will work with the copper golems in a farm.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait, I see. The LA can pick up an item on the ground, but a copper golem can only take it from a chest. But they can't do vice versa. An LA can't take something from a chest, and a copper golem can't pick something up off the ground. So pairing them together
They must be able to pick something up off the ground, no?
only takes shit from chests. They're designed primarily to store items from copper chests into regular chests. Anyways, guys, me here again. Hello. You enjoying the episode so far? I think you're all caught up to date, so we can finally move on to the redstone with the lighthouse. I'm afraid to start breaking stuff. It's so beautiful. There's a lot of space on the inside, so like a 3x3. I don't want to change the shape too much. It's like the redstone bee, bro. The challenge is I gotta do it within this space. I've been trying to keep all this redstone compact within the bee, and it's been a fun challenge, dude. I like those challenges.
Yeah, I did school, I did witch hut. Now what?
You need to take a step back and you need to ask yourself, what have I not been doing in craft? And the answer is redstone. Let's do it.
Dude,
No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
Make me. You can't make me.
There's a lot of parallels with Minecraft with real life. It's like skateboarding. When I'm trying to board slide, that was the trick I was scared of most, and now I fuck with that trick more than anything. The thing that I was running from most is now what I embrace the most. It's like building, yo. I hated doing roofs. Now doing roofs is my favorite thing to do. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm putting you on game. It actually gets deep when you think about it. I don't know if I said this already, but the first episode of the series, I said I'm approaching craft with a new philosophy, and that has remained true. Ooh, wait, can you bring happy gas in the nether? That would be a pretty good way to get glowstone.
What if you can't do it with tripwires, Luca?
Oh my gosh. If I did all this knowing I can't do it with tripwires, that's why you do shit in creative first. I'm already stuck, bro. I forget how much redstone pisses me off. That's distracting me. You see all these tripwires?
Yeah.
Quit throwing melons. Stop, I'm overstimulated.
I'm overstimulated.
Alright, this is the final piece of the puzzle, yo. Come here, come here.
No, yo, I have no more fireworks. You keep making me go here.
Wait,
go
we're
there.
not talking to you, you dumb
anything.
fuck.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't actually too hard once I switched this. I just want to make sure all of them light up. Okay, but here's the trick. You ready? This is how we're going to have this randomly lit up. See it?
With bees?
Yeah. They're going to fly
Bees
around.
constantly flying around inside? That's genius.
Do you have any name tags?
Yeah, I get you.
Possibly name them.
These names are so fucking stupid.
I'm trying, but I got to time it perfectly so they don't escape.
Dude, just break a bottom one and glide out of the 1x1.
No, because they can still get out of the 1x1. Oh, one got out.
No. Oh, which one was it? Lead key or bum?
It was Lee. Do you have a lead? Lead for Lee?
In my own device, many days fell away with nothing to show. And
Worlds can't tumble down.
But if you close your eyes,
Well, I know these guys are at the bottom right now because this is lit up, so I'm gonna wait till it's lit up at the top. Okay, he's over there. I'm going in.
This is my only religious
Dude!
song. Sorry,
I got Lee in, but I got one came out. Now I just got Lee Key. I have no bomb. Okay, Key is gone. Key is gone.
Dude, what are you doing? 2 of them are gone, bro. What the fuck?
I'm just gonna get a new beehive. No, because we already
You
named
should
these
just
guys.
put a door in temporarily, or a gate, or some shit.
No, because it's all tripwires. Because so they activate and they open.
going from the bottom, so they
Make
can't
a
escape the
trapdoor, make a
tower,
trapdoor.
bro.
Help, dude. I
They
just
can't
helped.
What do you mean help?
You have eyes on Lee? Or I mean Bum.
I don't have eyes on bum.
Yeah, go get Bum, yo. I got leads for you.
That's Bum. He's up
That's
here.
Bum. That's what I'm saying. Okay. This should be
Hey.
easier now.
So look, go in through this hole here and do it from underneath and block off the exits so they can't leave the tower. Break the bottom and we just wait for them all to be in there and close it up again.
Wait, we almost got it.
Yeah, through the gate here.
We almost got it, yo.
Almost in.
The other one's coming out though.
Almost in.
Oh,
No,
no.
Oh my god. It's like watching the fucking idle screen on the computer.
Anyone got any flowers? If you hold the flower, they follow you. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, wait.
I almost hit him and it would have fucked
I
it
should've
up.
They all
let go.
just came out.
It's because I didn't let go of the flower. Oh, come on.
Yeah, they're in it still.
Slap.
I liked her up to the top or something.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Let them get to the top.
Yeah, bro. Okay, I'm coming down. Quick, patch it up, bro. Patch it up. I didn't let go of the flower.
No.
Wait,
We're good.
Wait, why did they go back up?
Yes, I don't know.
Oh,
I
there was
let go
another
and they
flower
both
up
flew
there, that's
up.
why.
Well, okay, let's
now
check
we
it
can go
out.
look.
Yo, it's a little sporadic.
Or there's a
As long
second
as
plane. No, I can't die.
Could you be the lighthouse? Could you be the lighthouse? Could you be the lighthouse for my soul?
This thing has had 0 progress, bro.
No, shut up.
Call it a wrap, dude.
I was looking at it earlier, like the other day. I was like, man, I built some stuff and I just tore it down recently.
I'm gonna call it a
You
wrap
guys-
on this pile of trash.
Nah, yo, you guys can just go move away. You guys can move away and just keep building.
Detail it after. That's what you need to do. Why'd you start the floor? Like, what the fuck is your thought process?
I know.
I just walked in, ready to up it on anybody.
Okay, not gonna lie, I am all builded out. I don't want to build structures right now, but this is kind of still a building thing. I don't know if you guys have any idea what I'm gonna do, but I got a hint here. It involves maps and blocks. I also have to go pretty far from my base because the thing that I'm building, I don't want people to see it, but I want to keep it. Has to be somewhere relatively flat and open as well. Ah, okay. Planes. Ask and you shall receive. So for all you crafters out here, you know that if you make a map, right? It opens up a map and you can walk around and it stays within a couple of chunks. I actually don't know how many chunks exactly. Okay, so a fully zoomed out map is 128 by 128, but the smallest you can do is a 16 by 16 chunk area. For each chunk, there's 16 blocks. So a little bit of math here. We do 16 times 16, 256 by 256 block distance between all of this. And it's not too bad. I mean, it's big, but you can see that the indicator for my character is walking quite fast. I can get from one side to the other in like a minute or so, maybe less. And as you know, I put the map in my offhand here. If you place blocks, then it will actually update on the map. As you can see here, it's updating with black blocks. So you can design things on the Minecraft world and then have that design show up on the map. So if I did like a funny face, you know, I could have it show up on the map. Okay, this is terrible, but you get the idea. I did a little bit of a happy face. You can see it on the map, and if I fly over here, you can see there's a happy face in real life. So I can take that concept and apply it to make actual art and then put these maps onto item frames. So that begs the question, you know, what type of art am I trying to put on here? What type of pictures am I trying to put? You can do anything, but I've seen some person on Instagram who did album covers and then put it in their bedroom, you know? So it really made it kind of homey. I gotta find the person who made that. I can't get over this new lighting though, especially with the rain. If you're looking this way, it looks a little bit washed out. You turn this way, it gets warmer. When you look towards the sunset, look at that. Your view gets warmer. A lot of color grading going on there. Interesting. Okay, so I was looking at a few albums that would be relatively easy to do because I don't want to start off with a super hard design. So the winners for the easiest album covers as of right now, like album covers that I would put in my room, is Kauai, Childish Gambino, Music, Cardi. Ooh, I feel like New Ancient Strings wouldn't be too difficult. Y'all don't know about that New Ancient Strings, by the way. Just looking at some of these albums, it's funny because like I listen to a lot of music, but I've never sorted albums based on complexity of graphic design. Ooh, Computer Savvy by the J. Arthur Keen's band. That's an easy one. You know which one would actually be crazy is A$AP Rocky's Spotify has At Long Last ASAP, but for some reason it's a pixelated version now. It wasn't that before, but doing the pixelated version would be super easy. I would just have to scale it up. Fuck, I would honestly love to do Voir Dire by Earl, because you could go crazy with that. It's only black and white, but the values, mess around with some values. Some rap songs, that would look crazy. Okay, I gotta stop. I could do this all day. I think first things first, what I need to do is just choose an album, decide what blocks I'm gonna use, then make it on a smaller scale in creative, see how it looks, and then we'll go from there. See, there's a couple different factors to choosing which block I want to use for this album cover, because I could use, like, I feel like this bamboo plank is quite similar to that color at the top of this album. However, the bamboo is, you know, it's an interesting texture. Is this texture going to show up on the actual map if I place a bunch of them? I don't necessarily think so. See, what I don't understand, I don't know enough about how this works, but this row of yellow concrete powder is, on the map it appears as lighter, whereas these blocks appear darker. Why is that? It's always the last block in the row appears a little bit lighter. I have no clue why that is. Okay, let me use this as an example. So this line here of blocks and this line here of blocks are the same block, which is yellow terracotta, but if you actually look at the map here, you'll see that it shows up as two different shades of colors because the Y level is different. So if you want to add a lot of detail to your album covers or whatever sort of art you're doing with the map, then you'll want to do it on actually a 3D surface instead of just 2D art. But I think for the Kauai art, since it's not really, since the colors are completely one note for this album art, thankfully I can do it on a flat surface. And that's why I chose this album art, because it's really easy. But as I do other album covers and other album arts, I'll have to start messing around with the 3D aspect of things. Interesting how I'm using a couple different blocks here that visually look different, but then you pull it up on a map and they all look exactly the same. So I guess it really doesn't matter too much. Maybe the thing that matters more is the Y level that I was talking about. But of all these blocks, I guess the easiest to get is bamboo plank. So I'm probably gonna go with that for the top part of it. But now I gotta figure out the blue block here. You know, I'm looking for some blue blocks here that might match with the album cover, but I'm realizing there's really not that many blue blocks in Minecraft. This copper was a big sort of change here, but and I remember I was talking to Ben a few days ago. He was saying blue is the rarest natural color in nature, which, how fascinating, dude. There's something about, like, there's no real blue dyes in nature, like it has to be a combination of different pigments. Oh, maybe an ice block would actually go good for that. That doesn't look bad at all, dude. I think I just have to add some orange in there. Yeah, that's interesting because the yellow blocks, they all look different, but on the map they show up kind of similar. But when it comes to the blue blocks, they all look quite different. Okay, what do you guys think? Looking at all of these blues here, which looks the most accurate to the album? Also, I have this sideways, but you know, I could always turn the map. But I'm pretty sure if I had to say one, I would have to go with the prismarine bricks here. It looks pretty accurate with this one here. So I think I'm going to go with bamboo blocks and then prismarine bricks, which actually works out quite well because, like I said, I have that bamboo farm, so I have infinite bamboo planks if I AFK, and we have a prismarine guardian farm, so infinite prismarine bricks as well. As tempting as it was to go with the golden blocks and farm golden blocks for the rest of my life. Well, I guess there's gold farms, but we don't have one on the server. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Last but not least, we need to find the orange that I'm gonna go with. Look at that, it even looks like the album cover without even pulling up the map. But here, dude, that's looking legit. Interestingly, most of the oranges are the same as well, aside from this one over here, which is, what block is that? Orange concrete? Oh, orange terracotta. So I think it's another one of those situations where I go with the block that's easiest to get, which probably is red sand. Hey, while I'm here, check out some of the builds I've been doing in creative, dude. For all the haters saying I couldn't do no Japanese builds, check this out. This is probably the greatest build I've ever made. A little bit of a cherry house here. Ooh, talk about detail, dude. Look at that window. But yeah, now I actually have to go and gather the resources, so time to hop back into our world here. Supposedly within one map it's 16,000 blocks, so I'm just gonna do 16,000 divided by 64 to find out. Okay, I need 250 stacks of blocks. Divide that by 2, so I need that many stacks of ice and that many stacks of bamboo planks, and then some red sand. Oh god, you can hold 27 stacks in a shulker box, so it is a lot of shulker boxes full of ice, dude.
Pop a perky just to start up. Pop it. Pop 2 cups of purple just to warm up. 2 cups. Drink.
What am I doing? I just wasted hours. Bro, I was harvesting all that ice and I'm using prismarine bricks. I'm not even using ice for the build, bro. Hours I was digging ice.
How did you get caught up thinking you were gonna use ice?
I don't even know. I have to build with something with ice because holy shit, I have a lot of ice.
Can I get a buddy burger with cheese?
Yeah, buddy with cheese. What else?
Can I get the
It's allowed.
One regular buddy with cheese or without cheese?
With cheese.
Regular buddy with cheese or without cheese?
with cheese?
With cheese.
Still, I have no fucking idea what the fuck she was. She's like, with cheese or without cheese? What the fuck? Now I don't know what I want. You just hate me, dude.
He's aura farming, no. He's
Got
aura
paid.
farming. Yo, I jumped on the small glass pane. That was such a perfect jump. I have no idea if this is enough here, but I'm gonna get started on the building and then we'll go from there. I'm not gonna say that I'm ready to go because I always say that and then I run out of resources here, but I got boats full of blocks here. Full of blocks. The only thing that I'm definitely gonna be short on is Prismarine. I only got 3 boats full, but I can't wait any longer. So I'm gonna attach these all to a happy gas, bring them over to the destination site, and then get started. Is he gonna drown? He's gotta drown eventually, because if not, that'd be a great way to park him. Yeah, he's drowning. Oh no. Okay. Oh my god, fuck off with these tridents, bro. Look at all these planks everywhere. Okay, these mechanics are just fascinating at this point, because I was able to lead the gas to this boat, which kept the gas stationary, but I could also connect other boats to the gas to, you know, kind of load the cargo up. All right, let's go. Check this out. This is the first time I'm moving a really big amount of items. I got a drown stuck in there. If you can get it at the right angle, you can go pretty fast without the lead disconnecting and just put it on cruise control. All right, we made it to the plains. I'm gonna drop this guy off here, and then did I bring my map? Oh god, I gotta go back for my map. This is my trick because there's no like Photoshop sort of grid on the Minecraft map. I'm going to one side, putting the coordinates, going to the other side, putting the coordinates, and then I can do math to find the center point.
Ballin' like Jabari Parker, they say I look like him. If we met, bet it would be awkward. Break out the Sudafed, cause the flow cold like a Soko. I was smoking John Lennon, where my Yoko. Is that call?
Dude, I fucked up big time because for the orange block, I wanted to use red sand, but I'm realizing this isn't a completely flat surface. So if I start using black or red sand right here, oh, the leg. If I start placing red sand right here, it's just gonna fall. So I have to either put blocks below it or I have to switch to red sandstone real quick. I think I'm gonna do the red sandstone.
Yo, grandma, you ain't ready yet. Verbal mania. I'ma show you the illest. Get my cousin to kill it. Had a flow, but you steal it. I'm in the mood, so we ball out. Got the top down in the back, we could fall out.
Well, here it is, guys, in all of its glory, the album cover. What do you guys think about that orange semicircle in the middle? Is it too small? I feel like I might have to enlarge it a little bit. I also haven't put the text at the top yet. I'm going to do that next episode, but this took so much longer than I thought, and it's another one of those, it's like the nether room where I just wanted to get the episode out, so I had to end up making it a 2-parter. Check it out, a wandering villager. Got anything good here? What are they spitting at? Each other. Oh no. There we go, I got my leather, guys. Okay, I'm gonna make an item frame here, and I'm gonna see how well this turned out. Okay, moment of truth. Look at that. That looks so legit. It looks perfect. I'm definitely gonna have to make the semicircle bigger, but I feel like once I add the text, snap. That was so much work for such a simple little design, but I wanted to try out something super simple, so we're gonna go a little bit more difficult with the next one. Album suggestions, guys. Leave your album suggestions in the comments. First of all, it would take forever to destroy this thing, so I'm not going to do that. But another reason why I want this to stay here is in case I lose the map, then I can just come back here and right-click on a new map and make another one. Dude, I just had an epiphany. I built this whole thing on a surface that was not flat, and it made things take so much longer. But I have places on this server that I've flattened out for various reasons, like getting sand. I have a desert that's completely flat. Next time I'm doing this, I'm going to the desert. I have a few spaces like that, also at the ice biome. But I'm also gonna make a ton of copies and put them everywhere in my base and a bunch of different bases. Kind of like that one guy, I forget what he did, but he was always losing his pencils, so he threw his pencils in literally like every storage compartment there is.
Next, I'm going to stash them abundantly and all my troubles should be few. The couch is often a safe bet when you lose something, so we'll put 2 or 3 down there.
And I'm gonna do the same thing with these maps here, which is I'm just gonna make a bunch of copies of this map and then throw it literally all over the place. That way I'll never lose it. So for starters, I want to put one in my bedroom. What do you guys think? Putting the album right beside my bed, having it hanging up like I'm some guy straight out of college. But you know, I'll probably make some sort of album cover art room once I get a few more, but for now that'll have to do. Okay, where's some other places I could put this? I gotta say, I am excited to do more advanced styles of art, because it's one thing to be building in this game and making cool textures and stuff, but it's another thing to just be placing blocks. Like, that shit is so boring to me. It reminds me of that one guy on YouTube who keeps falling asleep placing blocks.
Did it again. Oh my god.
But I'm pretty sure that guy has like insomnia or something. I have zero excuses, but check it out, guys. This is how it looks from the the above perspective. It was kind of like gambler's fallacy because I finished this blue part here and I was like, oh my gosh, I still have an entire, like I'm only 50% done, but I've already invested so much time. So it's like, do I keep going? Do I just give this up and the video never sees the light of day? But no, I completed it. It's funny because it's like now that it's in the rear view, I'm like, oh, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. But I have to remind myself, no, it was that bad. It's like certain careers I've done where it's like I have to remind myself, no, that was fucking bad. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna have to end the episode here for today. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know if you guys noticed, but recently I've been uploading videos that are a little bit longer, like 25-30 minutes, and I used to upload videos that were like 12-15 minutes. So what do you guys think? Would you prefer videos that take a little bit longer to come out but they're a little bit longer in duration, or would you prefer more often uploads with videos that are a bit shorter? It honestly does not matter to me, so let me know in the comments, and thank you to anybody who's showing love, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.